I'm just waiting for Coco. I'm just waiting for somebody to take the reins off of Coco's smoky voice. Once they take the reins off of Coco's smoky voice, you motherfuckers are in trouble. Trust me when I tell you.
Silence was my second skin. I bit my lip, I wore your shit, but not anymore. This is for the girls who held it in. It's for me. You never. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
And peace, family. It's your boy OG. I want to welcome you to OG Reacts. And today, well, listen, it's been a minute. I have been on reaction hiatus, not necessarily XG hiatus, because we still do our weekly lives, and that has kept me in the XG atmosphere, and continuing to celebrate some incredible music and incredible people. And so but this reaction really came about just through the push of some of my partners in live. Really just kept on asking me when I'm going to do my TGIF reaction. And, you know, part of the hesitancy with doing the TGIF reaction has been really just because I don't like the song. You know, as I kind of evolved doing these reactions, what I realized is that I didn't want to spend too much time reacting negatively to a song. That's part of the reason why I haven't done other folks in music, because there's basically nobody else in music that has inspired me to react to their music. And that's unfortunate, but it's real, right? I really haven't been inspired by anybody else. But, you know, TGIF is one of those songs where I heard it before it was time to do a reaction to it. And by the time I heard it, I realized that I didn't like it. And so I was in a space of, well, let me just jump to some of these other songs that I've heard a little bit, or I haven't heard, and I want to give a chance to. So here we are with TGIF. Now, part of the other reason why I'm doing it is just because I love the girls. You know, it'd be silly to have one song be the only song in their catalog so far that I didn't react to. That's the other reason. Now, we've been on a weekly basis, oftentimes on a bi-weekly basis, getting together on our lives every Monday and Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock. And we've been enjoying our XG journey together. And so I have some really dope folks that show up every week. Shout out to you guys. You know who you are. Too numerous of names to mention, but you know exactly who you are. Shout out. Love you guys. And I'll see you on Monday. And over the past few weeks, what we've been doing is we've been reacting to other K-pop artists. In large part, it was my idea, but it was my attempt at giving other K-pop or pop or Asian pop, whatever you want to call it, shit, I don't know, an opportunity to strut their stuff a little bit. Just because if you like XG, you like XG for very specific reasons, right? You like them because of extreme talent, right? Just extreme talent. Sing, dance, rap, perform, like almost incomparable group of girls. And so when you watch other groups, or if you see another group and they don't compare, you can start comparing a whole genre of people, right? And that was really the issue with me. I had given Baby Monster or Bad Villain, I don't know the difference between them, but early on I gave them a shot and I didn't like it. And so that kind of put all the girl groups in a box for me. And so I didn't really give other K-pop artists a chance, right? And so I didn't want to be unfair, but I also didn't want to spend my time doing reaction videos to basically say I hate it, right? And so the lies were a great opportunity for me to be with a group of people, and we could do it together, and I could kind of get a sentiment from everybody on what they thought. What did we learn from these reactions? So the last 2 months, we've listened to and saw a ton of K-pop, J-pop. We've seen a lot. And the moral of the story, hands down, is that XG is incomparable. There is nobody in K-pop or the surrounding pops that are doing what XG is doing like they're doing it. There's just nobody. And that's not to say that there is not talent going on in with these groups, because clearly there's talent. But the amount of talent that is bursting from the seams of XG is uncomparable. You may have one or two good singers in a K-pop group, and that may be the reason why they're in the K-pop group. They may be the singers of the group. Then this one may be the pretty aesthetic one of the group, and this may be the one that might be rap good or dance good. They've kind of put those puzzles together, and with some success. So you have Bad Villain or Blackpink or whatever, who are extremely, extremely successful at what they do. But with XG, it's just different, because you can't say that there is anybody in XG that can't sing or doesn't sing phenomenally. You can even say that the non-singing girls in XG, so that is Harvey, that is Coco, that is Jurin, that is Maya, sing better than everybody else in every single group. Now, of course, that's probably a bit of a stretch, but it's not too far-fetched, because XG girls are phenomenal singers. Even who I would say is the least phenomenal, which is Harvey, I believe, because I've seen it. I've seen it in her. I've heard her sing and hit notes. I believe she's going to show that she's the singer that we all need her to be. But everybody else, and I'm just talking about the non-singers. I'm just talking about those four that I mentioned. I'm not even getting to Juria, Chisa, and Hinata. They are beasts, right? They are literal aliens when it comes to singing. And I would argue that there's no singers in K-pop that are comparable to them as a unit. Maybe individual, but three of them and the quality of singing, there's no three. You tell me in the comments who the three singers in a K-pop group are that are comparable to Hinata, Chisa, and Juria. Who are they? Because those three are next level. And it's crazy to say, because I would say that Maya and Jurin at times are on the same tier as them three. And so now you have five. And I'm just waiting for Coco. I'm just waiting for somebody to take the reins off of Coco's smoky voice. Once they take the reins off of Coco's smoky voice, you motherfuckers are in trouble. Trust me when I tell you. So, from the singing standpoint, there's no, per capita, there's no group of singing groups that come close to XG. It's just not there. Now you have to get to dancing, right? Who in K-pop, X-pop, J-pop, in the world, again, per capita, right, dances better than XG? We actually did a live where we looked at we focused just on dancing, right? And so we looked at some of the other K-pop artists, and there were a mixed bag. A lot of people were giving, I think, them credit in part just because they were comparing them to each other, right? I was sitting there comparing them to XG, and hands down, no question, because we even went on an XG dance spree after, just so I could clarify to people what kind of battle they would be up against if they ever decided to say that they dance better than XG. And so we looked at some of their stuff, and it was no comparison. I mean, absolute no comparison. Like nothing. And so per capita dancing, you know what I mean? Like, you might have a couple of good dancers in a K-pop group, whatever, but you don't have 7 girls that could unleash moves on a given moment, right? And it boggles my mind, really, just because we even watch some of the guys dancing and they're not even seeing XG, right? So you have singing, you have dancing. Now let's talk about rapping. Now, none of these groups, including XG, is writing their own rhymes. And so in most cases, you're making your judgment purely on delivery, performance. Now, I don't know if in the K-pop world, if the goal is when you are rapping to sound, American is not the right word, but like, you got a beat. Are you trying to flow on that beat? How are you trying to flow on that beat? What's your syncopation? What's your cadence? Like, all that stuff. Are you paying attention to that stuff? It seems like most of the K-pop world has no clue as far as rapping goes, in those kind of qualities of rapping, like cadence, like syncopation, like, metaphors, all this stuff that's important when you are delivering a rap. It seems like nobody in K-pop gets it. So it ends up kind of being this fluffy, kind of oftentimes offbeat, weird kind of, using catchphrases and like whatever, like the current pop culture words are, they might throw in there.
I don't like pickle.
When you listen to XG and you listen to Maya or Coco or Jurin rap, they're rappers, right? They're performers. They know how to get in a pocket. They know how to swag a verse out. K-poppers don't know how to swag a verse out.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
They just don't. They don't know how to perform a rap verse. You watch Coco, she is an MC. I wish she would do more writing in Japanese for her own stuff, because Coco has the swag. She just has it, right? And so, it's apples and oranges. I know it's apples and oranges. I know K-pop. I know XG is not doing K-pop. And so it's almost an unfair comparison. It's almost no comparison. But because they're Japanese girls, because they did a lot of their work in Korea, in the K-pop kingdom, it's almost an unavoidable comparison, right? It's almost unavoidable to compare. But what became crystal clear out of our reactions is that there is nobodies like XG. And that's a testament to Simon and the crew over there at XGALX, right? Just because Simon put together this group very meticulously, and he knew that they were going to grow, they had to grow into these roles, and these roles were going to serve him, them, and the company really, really well. This next phase of XG should be super, super interesting, and I'm here for it. I am so, so here for it. So if you want to do some deep diving into some of the XG catalog, join us this Monday or each Monday at 8 p.m. Love to have you. Certainly don't bring any hate or any bad energy, because it's all love in that group. Even when we disagree, we agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those kind of vibes. And so we always welcome new energy and new people. And so check us out. You know what I mean? Now, before we get to the video, I do have to say that, you know, for those of you who don't know, part of the last couple of months for me has been XG has inspired me so much that I started creating music again myself. I have a history early on in life of creating music and then stopped just because it wasn't paying no bills. But XG got me going, and so I started making music again. Now, very differently than I've made music in the past. This time it was very much AI driven, and I decided to create even a persona with the music. And so many of you may or may not have seen the video where I introduced Sage to everybody, but she is the persona that was created in the name of doing this music. And it's been a blast doing. I've been writing, I've been putting together music. Now, it's AI, so AI has definitely been helping me do stuff, and you know, that's dope in itself, just because it allows me to do all the other stuff that I have to do as well. But it's been really, really fun. So fun that we're actually putting out projects. The first single is on every single streaming platform that you can think of. We're on Apple Music, Spotify, we're on Amazon Music, we're on YouTube Music, we're on Tidal. The first single, You Never Loved Me, along with 3 additional remixes of You Never Loved Me, are on. I might even put so you know what to look for right here, right there. Hopefully it pops up. But you can check out. So what I'm gonna ask you, what OG asked, right? No matter what you feel, you know, I know everybody is torn around AI music. What I would ask is give it a listen. And if the music is not good, don't come back. But if the music is good, let me know that it's good. You can even let me know that you don't like it. That's okay as well. But one thing I realize about music is that music is about feeling. It's about what the desired outcome, and the desired outcome is for you to feel something. And so my hope is that we've put together some music that makes you feel something, whether it's happy, sad, angry, glad, regretful, remorseful, whatever. My hope is that. And I have, I'm writing, and so I have put some energy into the lyrics. As a matter of fact, early on, the emphasis has been the lyrics, only because I feel like I'm getting better at putting the music that I want together. Whereas with the writing, I feel like I have a little bit more control over what she says, how she says it, and stuff like that. So, You Never Loved Me, your favorite streaming platform. If you're intrigued, go check it out. I'll put a link in the comments. And just tell me what you think. Again, don't come back to it if you don't like it, but do me a favor and give it a shot, because I think it's good music. And on the 29th, the official EP is dropped. And so 6 songs, original, only one, the original song, You Never Loved Me, is on the EP, along with 5 other original songs. It's called The Audacity. And I think it's incredible. I think it's great music. I'm already working on the next EP, and I'm just excited and having fun with music. And I think you might like it, right? So anyway, that's that. Next up, we have TGIF. Now this is early XG. Let's check it out. It's OG.
When I'm with my ladies, so the party don't stop. And we don't need no fire, cause we already hot. Fresh, so clean, still the scene. Drip, pouring, cause I'm a 10. I know, yeah, you know what to high up to give a what. BBS has got nothing on me. Want it, got it, flaunt it, I am queen. Please with blessings, look at my body. Wake up, look up in the mirror. TGIF. Sheesh, thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly.
So, it's so funny, right? Because Tippy Toes, last week we did Tippy Toes as a first deep dive, and Tippy Toes is one of the other songs that I didn't like from XG, like really didn't like it. And I'll tell you that part of the beauty of doing these deep dives is that you get to see the girl. So for me, I popped up on XG after they pretty much had completed their written plan around videos and singles for their projects. That was, I think, Woke Up might have been the last one. Maybe Howling. I don't know. Whatever the last stuff up. But, so I came in after those were done. Is This Love, In the Rain, A Million Places were not a part of the plan. That stuff came because of the tour, and they became fan favorites, right? Because they're such great songs. Like, it's almost crazy that it wasn't a part of the plan, because those songs are the daggers, right? But nonetheless, so with those two songs, In the Rain and In This Love in particular, I had a chance to watch the build-up, right? I saw the teasers, and I was anticipating the teasers just because now I'm an XG fan, right? I'm anticipating the videos because now I'm an XG fan. I'm paying attention to the updates on behind the scenes after. And so because I'm a fan now, I want to see behind the scenes, right? But the reality is all the videos that I had watched before, they did the same thing. There were teasers, there were dance videos for it, there were behind the scenes. I didn't watch none of that, right? And once you watch Tippy Toes, in particular the dance, because I didn't give the dance a chance because I didn't like the song. The dance for Tippy Toes is arguably one of their best dances out of all their songs. Out of all their songs, Tippy Toes choreography is top tier. They do their thing on Tippy Toes. And that made me like Tippy Toes again. Or more. Right? So now, I kind of like Tippy Toes. Or let me just say, I don't hate it as much as I did before. I hated Tippy Toes. And now I kind of don't like. I kind of don't hate it, right? And so the deep dives have been really helpful. And I haven't seen a dance. Have I seen it? I think I have seen a dance practice for TGIF, and it still didn't make me like the song. So who knows what happens? But interesting point about Tippy Toes.
Look at my body. Wake up, look up in the mirror. TGIF. Sheesh, thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true. I'm so Tahiti, hot and breezy, off the heezy on the IGYTTT.
Maya is a problem when she raps. I think Maya is going to be the first one out of XG who has a project that does well, because she is so one is because she's an English speaker, right? And so she's just able to translate what she's trying to say expertly, but her ability to deliver bars is unmatched, right? In this group, maybe Jurin is close, but Jurin doesn't have. Jurin is limited by the language, and I can tell she practice. You can tell she practices, and she's top tier. Don't get me wrong. I don't need you in the comments talking about Jurin's great or like I'm saying she's bad, because she's not, right? But what I'm saying is Maya is an expert, right? Because even Coco, like I think Coco, as far as delivery, is only hindered by her limitations around the English language. What takes her over the top is her swag, because nobody in the group has the swag Coco has, right? And so that's what takes Coco over the top when it comes to bars, right? If you watch Coco in how, when she's performing, particularly when she performs like what's this? Woke Up. When she performs Woke Up and she gets in that crouch and she starts bouncing with the mic, oh my God, I get jitters watching her, right? That's all swag. But Maya delivers every time. The bars in Woke Up that Maya has to say, and then just now, like she sounds, that's what Maya does. She delivers.
Look at my body. Wake up, look up in the mirror. TGIF. Sheesh. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true. I'm so Tahiti, hot and breezy, off the heezy on the IGYTTT. Fresh to death, my flying is best, like heaven sent me. God's my witness, the drips to take me. Ooh la la, my ladies, get your moolah. Ooh la la, my ladies, never cooler. All across the globe and not the solar. Nobody come me close when we show up. BBS has got nothing on me. Want it, got it, flaunt it, I am queen. I'm lucky, I'm fresh, look at me, I'm blessed. Wake up, look up in the mirror. TGIF. Oh, thank God.
Okay, maybe I don't hate this song. Maybe I don't hate this song. Why did I say I hated this song or I didn't like this song? I don't know. Because I kind of like it. I'm trying to figure out, like, really, like, what, because it's not their bag general. Like, this is kind of like Mascara and Tippy Toes. Like, more so Mascara, I think, and this song, less about Tippy Toes. I think Tippy Toes is closer to a R&B song than Mascara is, or this song. But I think I was thrown aback by this song just because I was looking for something else from them. But this is not a bad song. I actually kind of like it. That's crazy.
Drips to take me. Ooh la la, my ladies, get your moolah. Ooh la la, my ladies, never cooler. All across the globe and not the solar. Nobody come me close when we show up. BBS has got nothing on me. Want it, got it, flaunt it, I am queen. I'm lucky, I'm fresh, look at me, I'm blessed. Wake up, look up in the mirror. TGIF. Oh, Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true. When I'm with my ladies, oh, the party don't stop. And we don't need no fire, cause we already hot. Yeah, I'm with my ladies and the party don't stop. So we gon' bring the fire, drop it like it's higher than the clouds, I am all that way up. I can hear the haters, I'm so loud, no. Sweeter than a chocolate peanut butter cup. Peanut butter cup, gonna eat it up, up. Damn, thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true.
So that's TGIF. So, you know, again, it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song. It probably still wouldn't go on. Probably still wouldn't go on my. Probably still wouldn't go on my playlist. But I could vibe out to that song. I could, like, if the song came on, happened to pop on my playlist, I would listen to it. They're just dope, you know what I'm saying? And like, what makes XG more digestible when they do stuff like this is their visuals, because they're beautiful. They can dance really, really well, and you can see the effort that them and the company and whatever is putting into their aesthetics and what they are presenting to the world. And so that's super dope. That's TGIF. I finally did it. I got it out the way. That is now every XG music video completed by OG and reacted to. I'm proud of myself. Hopefully you are proud of me as well. I hope you're doing well. Like I said, join me in our lives on Monday at 8. Please check out Sage, You Never Loved Me, and the Audacity EP coming out the 29th. And hopefully I'll see you sooner rather than later with some new reactions. Maybe I'll do something else if something inspires me. Or hopefully XG is in the lab and actually produces something that I can actually react to. Or maybe even that new group. We'll see you soon. It's OG. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.
Keep it turned on to OG Reacts. You came this far, so run it back. Keep it tuned in to OG Reacts. If you know, you know, you know the vibe, no cap. No cap.